Are you struggling with drawing the human figure? Are your drawings looking awkward and unproportionate? And do you want to learn how to draw poses? If so, this video is for you. So stay watching because I'm going to show you the step-by-step process and method that I've taught to hundreds of students for drawing the human figure and on how to draw poses for fashion figures. Hello, my name is Karen. I'm a fashion designer, fashion illustrator, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because here and over my website fashionstepbystep.com, I share everything I know on fashion design and fashion illustration, everything about being a fashion creative and having a business, and of course everything in between, tips, hacks, lessons, all kinds of stuff. So subscribe. Before getting started, make sure that you join my free bootcamp on getting started with fashion drawing. It is important because I have some private video and email lessons and some resources that you will need for this video and some other videos of this series. Join through the links on the cards or in the description box. Then confirm your email and come back here to complete your tutorial. We're gonna follow the same method that I taught you in a previous video of this series. I'm gonna put the link right above and right below so you can know exactly what video I'm talking about. If you're ready to learn how to draw poses, let's get started. Drawing the human figure. How to draw poses. Materials. Great. First things first. So the materials you will need are a pencil. I really like to use 2H or 4H, something on the hard spectrum so the lines are softer. But you can also use a pencil that it's HB. The next thing you need is paper. Bond or tracing paper is fine. Also, you will need eraser and sharpener, and optionally ovals and circles templates, and a ruler. Fashion figure cheat sheet. In the course, there are 3 different cheat sheets for the figures. They help you create your figures in different sizes, and during this video and the following lessons, I'll be using the 9 heads cheat sheet. So, download it, print it, and get it ready to use. We've already covered what's the fashion figure cheat sheet and how to use it, so let's jump right into the process. Phase 1, lines. Okay, step number 1 is to create the center line. This time, instead of using the center line from the cheat sheet, you will draw a new line going from the base of the head until the crotch, and then continue with that line until the top of the head. This new center line can have the direction of your choice depending on the pose you want to create for your figure. Draw an oval for the head, taking the whole first space. Remember, you can use a oval template to create it and make sure it's aligned to the center line you just created. Draw a line for the shoulders. Locate its center on the cross point of the dotted line for the shoulders and the new center line. This line can have the direction of your choice and make sure it measures 1.5 heads. Create a line for the waist. Its center should be on the cross point of the dotted line for the waist and the center line. Give it the opposite direction of the shoulders and make it measure 1 head. Draw another line for the hips. Its center must be on the cross point of the dotted line for the hips and the new center line. Also, give it the same direction as the waist and make it the same length as the shoulders. Draw a tiny little line for the crotch. Its center must be on the cross point of the dotted line for the crotch and the center line, and give it the same direction of the waist and hips. Join all the lines you just created to complete the bodies or torso. Draw a line for each leg. To balance the figure, the leg from the higher hip should be close to the center or balance line from the cheat sheet. This will be the supporting leg. You can draw a guideline with the same direction of the hips to help you locate the end of the other leg, and this leg can have any direction and position. This will be the action leg. Trace a line for each arm. They can have the position and direction of your choice. Just make sure you keep their proportions. 1 head and a third above the elbow and 1 head and a quarter below the elbow. Phase 2 shapes. Draw a circle for each shoulder. You can use circles templates, and these circles should touch the lines you created for the arms and the shoulders. Also, create smaller circles for the elbows and wrists. Draw a guideline for the bust. Locate it right in the middle of the center line you created before and make it have the same direction of the shoulders. Draw a couple of circles for the bust. Position them in the middle of the guideline you just created, and remember, these circles can be of any size. Draw a guideline for the knees. Since the hips are inclined, the legs should also follow that direction, so create a guideline with the same direction of the hips. Draw 1 circle for each knee. Put them over the guideline you just created. Add a couple of circles for the ankles and draw them over the guideline you created before. Now complete the shapes for the arms and the legs. Join the circles you created for the arms and draw a basic shape for the hands. For the legs, go from the crotch to the circles that you created for the knees and then continue the line until the circles for the ankles. And for the feet, also create some basic shapes. For the foot that show in the front, create a trapeze, and for the foot that show in the side, you can create a trapeze followed by a triangle for the point. The trapeze for this foot should be wider where the heel will be located. Then draw some ovals as guides for the thighs and calves. Since the legs look a little weird, this step is very useful, so draw an oval to use as a reference for the width of the thighs and another oval for each calf. And now we're ready for the phase 3. Outline the body. Now it's time to outline the actual figure, and with the help of the guidelines you created in the previous phases, start giving the body the organic and fluid look it should have. I like to start drawing the bottom outline of the face, then I like to proceed with the neck, collarbone, and shoulders, continue with the arms, bust, hands, and body. And here remember that you're learning, so it's quite normal if you have to erase and draw things again. Let me tell you that you must focus on learning the method, getting to know the anatomy of the body, and don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Great. Now complete the legs and the feet, and how you draw the feet depends on the kind of footwear you want to draw. Here, if you want to draw some pointy shoes, then the point should be toward the center line for the front views. And for the side view of the shoes, use the basic shapes you created on the last phase to outline the top of the foot, the point of the shoe, and the heel. Draw some clothing if you want. Here I drew the bikini before getting to the most difficult part, but since this is a figure that I will be using as a template, I'm only going to draw the bikini suit. Complete the face and the hair. Again, use the same method you have learned during this course to draw the face and the hair. Once you finish the fashion figure, you can redraw it on a clean piece of paper with the help of a light box, a window close to you, or you can even retrace the fashion figure over tracing paper. And then your figure is going to be ready to use. Remember, the process is exactly the same whether you want to create your fashion figures in the 8 heads or 10 heads sizes. Also, keep drawing, keep practicing the method, and keep learning, because once you master the method, you will be able to get rid of all the cheat sheets and guidelines, and you will be able to draw your fashion figures freehand. Yay! We did it! As you can see, the method is exactly the same as the one we followed before. You just have to make some little tweaks to draw different poses. And now it's time for the question of the day. Tell me in the comments, will you use this method to draw your fashion figures in different poses? Tell me, let me know. Great, so that's it for today. I hope you really liked this video and this tutorial. If so, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment, and hit the bell button so you know when I have more videos for you, because I'll be sharing a lot more on fashion design, fashion illustration, how to be more productive and more organized as a creative. And of course, also remember to watch the previous videos of this series, because I'm so sure they will be super helpful for you. So see you in the next video. Bye.